Bonjour! In this short video we are going to be talking about the different types of embroidery thread that are available for hand embroidery and how you would use them. There are a plethora of different types of embroidery thread available. It's one of the things that makes embroidery such an enjoyable and creative pastime. However, whether you are a reasonably experienced stitcher or a beginner, sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming. So in this video, we are going to go back to basics and look at the most popular threads and what you might want to use them for. Stranded embroidery thread. This is DMC Mouliné Special, which is a 6-stranded embroidery thread, or floss if you are in the US. It's the world's most popular embroidery thread. We sell a staggering 1 million skeins a day. It is used extensively for many embroidery techniques, including cross-stitch, and can even be used with a fine punch needle. One of the reasons it's so popular is because the thread is made up of 6 strands that are designed to be separated. You can use different numbers of strands to create different effects in your needlework, making this a very versatile thread. This example shows how the same backstitch changes as you use more strands. This thread is made with 100% long staple cotton. DMC Mouliné Special is mercerized twice to give this lovely sheen. The mercerization process also makes the thread lovely and soft, so it feels lovely to stitch with. DMC thread is actually passed very rapidly through a flame to burn away any fluffy fibres, which makes this thread very smooth, which helps it slide through fabric easily. Stranded thread is available in a huge array of colours. DMC has over 500 colours, including variegated and colour changing threads like colory and colour variation versions. There is also a high gloss satin version of stranded embroidery thread available, such as this Mouliné satin, which is a rayon thread that has a silkier texture than the cotton version. If you like sparkles and metallics, there are also pearlescent, metallic and even glittery stranded threads. This is Mouliné Light Effects, which even includes a glow-in-the-dark stranded thread, as well as lots of pearlescent and metallics. This is Mouliné Étoile, which has small flecks of glitter throughout. All of these stranded threads can be used in the same way, separating out the strands and using as few or as many as you like. You can also combine strands from different colours and types to get some great effects. Stranded embroidery thread is sold in a skein with these 2 labels holding it neatly together. These labels are quite important, especially the bottom one, as this has the colour code printed on it. With so many different colours available, it's important to keep these numbers, so if you ever need more of the same thread, you can get exactly the same shade again. Sometimes people are a bit unsure how to use thread from the skein like this, so I'm going to show you. If you slide the bottom label up, the one with the colour number on it, you will be able to find the end of the thread tucked underneath. Gently pull this until enough thread is pulled out and snip it off. Always pull this end. If you try and pull the thread from the top of the skein, it will get tangled. You want to be stitching with a length of thread no longer than your forearm. This is because if you use a longer piece, you are more likely to accidentally knot the thread, and you get too much wear on the thread if it's drawn through the fabric too many times. By removing the thread from the skein in this way, the labels with the all-important colour code will stay on your skein. When the label starts to get too loose because you have used a lot of thread, you could also push the top label inside the bottom label to help keep it onto the skein. Separating the strands is easy when you know how. Once you have cut a piece from the skein, grab one strand at a time and pull gently straight up. In this way, the strands separate easily without tangles. Take one strand at a time and recombine the number you want to stitch with. Pearl cotton thread. This is DMC Coton Perlé, which is a 2-ply twisted cotton thread. Unlike stranded thread, this is designed to be used as it is, straight from the skein or ball. Perlé gives beautiful results when used for embroidery, but it can be used in lots of other ways too. It can be used for crochet, to make tassels and pom-poms, in applique, cross-stitch, cut work, hard embroidery, knitting, lace work, needlepoint, pulled thread work, quilt tying, smocking and tatting. The twist gives a distinctive texture, unlike Mouliné, which is very smooth. Again, it is mercerized, so has a pretty luster which catches the light beautifully. It is available in 4 different thicknesses or sizes, 3, 5, 8 and 12, with 3 being the thickest thread and 12 the finest. It can be bought in a twisted skein or ball if you need larger amounts. Again, the skein and balls have the colour codes marked on them, so you can always buy exactly the same colour again if you need more. The labels also show the thickness and size of the thread. If you've not used a twisted skein before, let me show you how to use them. If you want to pre-cut all of your perlé threads so they are a good length to use for embroidery, slide the bottom label up a little and you will see where the 2 ends of thread are loosely tied together. Untie or snip off this knot. You will see the thread at the bottom of the skein can be separated into 2 big loops. Slide your scissors into each loop in turn and cut all the threads. Now, holding the skein by the top label, take a needle and slide it under one thread and pull slowly straight up. And you will be able to remove a single piece of pre-cut thread that's about 50 centimeters long. This way, all the thread stays neatly in its skein and its label. Coton Perlé. This is DMC Coton Perlé, sometimes also known as special embroidery thread. It is a 4-ply twisted cotton thread. It can be used for a wide range of embroidery techniques, including cutwork and whitework, smocking, needlepoint, and much more. It is traditionally used for monogramming, and it is ideal for this use as it is a strong thread that withstands regular washing. Similar to Perlé, this is a twisted thread that you use as it comes off the skein. It isn't designed to be separated. It comes in 4 different thicknesses, 16, 20, 25 and 30. The size is written on the top label of the skein. Like fabric and needle sizes, the higher the number, the thinner the thread. So 30 is the finest size and 16 is the thickest. Size 25 is the most popular and comes in 183 different colours. Coton Perlé is a much finer thread than Perlé and the twist is more subtle. It also has a much smoother appearance. Like the other threads, it is mercerized so that it has a lovely soft sheen and feel to it. There are so many threads available, we hope this video has given you the confidence to use the 3 main types: stranded Mouliné, Coton Perlé and Coton Perlé. We hope you have enjoyed this overview and excited to get stitching with these wonderful threads. Au revoir.